Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Got a cold, rainy day out today. There's not much going on outside, so I'm in my office here working on building some prescription maps, planning prescription maps through our John Deere Operations Center. So we've got a master book, we call it, or this is from our agronomist. Has our crop plan in it. Our crop plan has what fields are getting planted to what, fertilizer rates, has our soil types in it, all that kind of thing. So I'm in John Deere Operations Center here in this agronomy system program they have in here. I don't know how well you can see this, but so I'm just I'm going to build a a planning prescription map. And what I mean by that is, so when we plant our fields, we set a target population in the cab, from the cab of the tractor. And population, we talk about seeds per acre. So normally, we plant 32,000, 32,500, 33,000 seeds to the acre, whatever that is. And then as your plants come out of the ground, hopefully you've got close to that target rate. You don't want to have too many plants per acre if your ground, some of the ground can't handle a high population, and you also don't want to have too few. So it's kind of a thing I've been playing with for a few years, and keeping track of what populations and varieties and what yields the best. We'll try to find that magic number. It's hard. Everything varies around here, and we're very, very variable soils. I mean, I was just looking at one field, and 100-acre field. We've had 14 or 15 different soil types in it, and soil types have a lot to do with yield. Some, again, some soils hold moisture better. Some soils hold too much moisture. And then you got some sandy ground that can get really dry on you on a dry year. But anyway, enough of me blabbing. So I'm just gonna run through this quick. So I've got a field selected here, field 71, and I'm using past year's history. So I've got corn harvest from 2021. 2022, the farm was soybeans, and then last year we've got it was corn. So once I do that, I can choose which layer I want to go off of. So you can see, there's harvest moisture, elevation, harvest speed, harvest yield, and harvest wet mass. I go off of harvest yield, and that is what the farm averaged, or what spots of the farm did really well or didn't do well at all in those 2 years. So if I just hit next, so you'll see it populate. So here's the field, and I have just 5 zones set up, and down here at the bottom you can see those numbers are not, so the red zones are anywhere from 67.5 bushel to the acre to 165 bushel to the acre. The next zone is 190 to 208. The next zone was 226 to 244, so on and so forth. So we know, it's just a farm that we know there's very heavy tree cover around the outside edges of this, and that's why you see those areas in the field that don't do as well for us. So what we're trying to do is say, I wouldn't call it as much as a cost savings for inputs, or saving seed, but what we're doing is, like, okay, I'm just going to add a quick variety here to it, and this will give me the 5 zones here. So you can see those lighten up as I scroll down. So zone 1 was poor, and you can see where it highlights around, it's the edge of the fields, where it doesn't get as much sunlight. It's probably very heavy animal damage, deer damage. So I usually take that and say I want to plant that at 28,000 seeds to the acre. The next value, or the next zone, you know, it's 5 acres. Gets a little better, so I'll bump the population there to say 30,000 seeds, and so on and so forth. It's kind of a there's a fine line there between pushing it too hard or not pushing it enough. So, like I said, you just see, we kind of know the farms, what the potential is there. Last year was probably, well, it was the farm's historic. The farm's historic average was the best that it's ever been. Historic, I don't probably not saying that right, but last year was the best year we've ever had on the farm as far as yield goes. So we're taking last year's yield, and I mean, that's what we're going to shoot for again this year. We always shoot for the best. But so once I do this and hit save, this goes into a file in this program, and then when it comes time to plant, I will send this to the planner that's going to the field. And what it does is it will automatically generate in the planner, so the operator doesn't have to do anything. All he has to do is click on the prescription, and the planner will change across this so as it drives through those zones in different colors, it will change the population that it's putting down. So when it drives through those zones where I set it for 28,000, it'll automatically change that planner to put down 28,000 seeds to the acre. And when it gets up to the 33,000 seeds to the acre, it automatically changes. And once we get into planning, and we'll hop in a planner and one of the guys, and we'll show you how all this works. So that can see it kind of got long-winded, and maybe you guys don't want to listen to me ramble like that, I know, but that's just kind of a gist of one of the things we're doing just to try to maximize our efficiencies and get the most out of our ground, most out of every year. So I guess that'll probably do it. Just a quick it's not quick, I see we're almost at 8 minutes already, so we'll just cut it off there. And if you guys get any questions on this stuff, or you want to see more of this type of agronomy work that I'm doing in the office here, I enjoy doing it. Yeah, just let me know if you want to see some more stuff like that, and we could do a lot more of it. I do a lot of stuff with this program here that John Deere has, and it works awesome. We love it, and I guess that'll do it. So if you could, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.